veterans because their stories matter. Help me welcome my friend Tricia Giscombe. She's here with me, and she is a sailor. And if I'm not mistaken, let me just see if I can get it right. Tricia was an E4 hospital corpsman, 3rd class.
Yes.
Yay. Welcome, Tricia. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
so
being
much.
here. And Tricia, I know we had talked earlier, so just tell everybody, how did you decide to go in the Navy and as a nurse? And what was it like, your training and everything they gave you?
Okay. So I decided a year after high school because I was like super smart, but I just didn't know what was for me. Mm-hmm. And having immigrated here, I learned about all the branches of the military. So I decided to meet with everyone, see what everyone has to offer me. And then I decided, oh, the Navy is for me because guess what? They had what I wanted to be. And then it was in the nursing field. Great. So they had what is called hospital corpsman. So the recruiter spoke to me about what it entails and what I needed to do on the ASVAB, which is the military entrance exam. Right. So I took that exam and scored in the percentile where I could be a hospital corpsman, which is yes. So I went to boot camp first in Chicago. Great Mistakes, Great Lakes, Chicago. Very cold, but I went on the 1st of July.
Oh, that's good.
So it was hot. I had 8 weeks of boot camp. Okay. And then after boot camp, I went to A school, which is it's like training to be a hospital corpsman. It's like a 16-week course of pure bookwork. So you learn how to do just through just education. And then later on, after you complete the 16 weeks, then you get to go to do hands-on for a year to 2 years, depending on what you chose. So I didn't pick a nursing. I just was like, I want to just cuddle babies. Yeah. But then they were like, oh, there's more to nursing than cuddling babies. So after that, I went to training in Chicago. I stayed in Chicago for additional time to do my nursing training, which hospital corpsman, you learn how to do first aid, you know how to take care of people in the field, and you know how to take care of people in the hospital, because military training starts in the hospital setting. Right. Then you go into the field. So it was like a great experience, just like learning how to suture people, learning how to do blood pressures. Like, you would be surprised the little things that you don't know that they prepare you for, which was awesome. And then upon graduation, I went to Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth, Virginia for my initial training. And my 2 years, it turned out to be, training was there. And it was
So 2 years you did?
2 years.
There in Virginia?
Yes, in ICU step down, which was to get me, because I had no training. So there are people who join who already have some kind of first aid training, some kind of healthcare training. Right. I had nothing. So I needed to start from the bottom. And they gave me options. And I chose that area because I needed to if I wanted to help the people on the battlefield, I needed to be 100% and be great at what I'm doing and getting all the training. And I had amazing nurses, amazing LPNs, military and civilian, trained me, held my hands to the whole process. And it was the best experience of learning what my obligations to my patients, what my obligations to the military, and what my obligations to families, because our patients are not only military, it's spouse and children. So it gave me a wide opening of what military nursing, what Navy and Marine Corps nursing is about. That's right. So I got all the experience I needed learning from these people at that great hospital.
And after those 2 years?
Then you're free to pick where you wanted to go. I got lucky because I don't say lucky, don't quote me on that, okay? Because I was married to another sailor, so they can't put both spouses on ships, and you can't be on the same ship, or you can't be one has to be shore and one had to be water. So he chose to be on the boat for me, and I got the land duty, which was amazing. I spent my entire 8 years in the service on shore duty, which was amazing.
So
amazing.
Were you a nurse in the?
I was attached to the Marines, 2nd Mardiv, which is like a Marine Corps division, but I also had attached to a hospital, but going on a ship to do like small duties. We did, USS Comfort did missions.
Right.
So we did missions. We did a Haiti mission. We did the USS Cole mission. We did missions. So like just because you're on shore duty doesn't necessarily mean you don't go out.
Right.
It just means you won't be spending 9 months out
on a deployment.
Type of thing.
But if they need you somewhere like Haiti, you get on the ship, you go there.
Yes, and do your little time, and you come home.
Oh wow. Yes. How was it in Haiti?
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
It was very interesting, and I became more grateful for what we have here in the United States, for the healthcare that we have, because being in a third world, and it is a third world country, it was eye-opening. And I came from a small island too, so like, and we speak the same language, which was really great because I could communicate with patients and families, but it's just, we have to be appreciative, very appreciative for what we have.
Yeah, but that is real. We do need to. I mean, especially, I haven't never been there, but you see it on TV.
Yes.
What those, especially the children go
the
through.
kids.
That's the tough part.
That tugs at your heart. The kids.
Yeah. And I know we also ended up talking about something else that you're very passionate about. So when was the first time you were faced with a sailor that was assaulted, and what happened with that case?
Boot camp. I will never forget boot camp. I was on watch, and I was maybe like 4 bunks away from the back of the room, and I was in the front, and another young lady was in the back on watch duty because you have to have 2 pairs of person. And one of my co-sailors, my shipmate, which is what we call, was being assaulted in the back bunk by our RDC, which is like our instructor at boot camp. And she didn't say anything. I was like, you need to say something. And she didn't want to say anything. He was married, he had a family, and it was just her. And I had to report that.
Yeah,
because I saw it. And I'm very like, if you see something, say something.
Right.
And reported it. And that extended my boot camp stay, but because I had to go to captain's mass and had to explain to multiple people over and over, and she didn't want to. And I'm like, you have to do this. Like, if you don't do it, he's just gonna keep doing it to people. And imagine how many people have come before you, and how many is gonna come after you if you don't say something. And she did not say anything. She didn't say anything at all. And all he got was busted down one, and like a slap on the hand. To me, that was just a slap on the hand. And I was like, how can you just forgive that? And it was witness. It wasn't like a not witness activity. It was witness. And he just was like, they just bumped his down a grade, got his little punishment, got taken out. He got taken out our area, but put into another area. So God knows what he's done to other people after. I never kept in touch, which I think, I kind of like think that maybe it was something that maybe I could have did a little bit different, was like, maybe we should have kept in touch with her, see how she's doing. But like, I left boot camp, and after that, like captain's mass, never saw her again. But like, I know she said thank you to us for like saying something, because she was afraid.
And that's probably what it is a lot, being afraid to say anything.
Yeah. And it's like, you're 18, you're young, you just left home. You're still sort of a kind of like a kid, but not really a kid. And you can't, like, the main thing they say, don't run home, like they hone into your head is you can't call home to mom and dad to save you. Like, they have the control over you. And I think she feared that. And she didn't want to do anything about it. And that's sad.
Right.
That is sad. And then I feel like the military failed her, that captain failed her, everyone under that in that chain of command failed her, because he was still left out there. God knows if he went back
Right.
to assault her a second time.
Right. And that's tough. And like the statistics said, like the men, the percentage may be low, but I think the men don't come forward.
Yes.
They're just not going to come forward.
Because it's a stigma. It's a stigma attached to it. Imagine, like, you're a male and you get assaulted by another male. And then the military has this don't ask, don't tell policy at that time anyway, during that thing. Like, if you said that you were assaulted by a male, then they'll say, oh, well, you liked it. Well, are you a homosexual? And then they kick you out before that person ever gets any charges put against them. And then not only male are the predators, females are as well. And it's always someone in a position of power.
Right.
98% of the time it's someone in
fear.
Putting fear,
Right.
threatening like their career, threatening outcomes that, may or may not be true.
Right.
But if they're not taking care of it and then handling and saying, okay, taking a firm stand and prosecuting these people, then who's going to report?
Yeah, exactly. Did you ever bump into any more situations
A
like
lot
that?
more of that. A lot of more
Was it
of that.
them coming to you?
Is them coming to me, and then my job as a infectious disease nurse at one point was mandated reporting, and then they would come, they would say stuff, and I'm like, well, you need to say something, and they were like, well, I can't. Well, I was like, well, now I have to.
Yeah.
Again, my role is mandated reporter. Even now, as a civilian nurse, I have to be a mandated reporter. If you tell me something and you're going to harm yourself or someone else, if someone is harming you, or if something is not right, I have to report that. And anyone in a nurse, a doctor, a preacher, anyone, there's multiple, healthcare worker, like a teacher, you are mandated reporters. We need to step up because we are sometimes that person's voice.
Right.
And a lot of people have reported to me, and I have reported, and a lot of people have not gotten justice. And it's a cycle of the mental health and going into the mental health cycle.
Absolutely. When they don't feel like the justice has been done, or they're holding it all in,
And
they
they're
don't want
yeah,
it.
right, exactly.
May not affect them right now, but maybe a year from now it does. Something triggers it again.
Triggers, a smell,
Right. Mm-hmm.
a look.
We'll do it.
Right.
And now you are a nurse.
I'm a nurse.
Still are.
Still a nurse.
And you're here in Connecticut.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am at Connecticut, not Connecticut Children's anymore. I was just there, but now I'm at the Hospital of Central Connecticut in New Britain, and I am an OR nurse there.
OR nurse. Well, that's
Yes.
nice. How do you like being an OR nurse?
I love it. I love it. I love it. You get to interact with people, and the family's still the same. Like I said, it's like a circle.
Right.
Because I went from peds, and now I'm back to adults. It's like a circle.
Yeah.
But
Good.
we're still the voice.
Yeah.
Still the voice of the people.
That's wonderful. And you're also part of the Veterans Commission.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I am.
I love that. That's
And
right.
I also volunteer a lot with Connecticut, the state of Connecticut, the schools, like the nursing schools. Like I mentor a lot of the nurses, empower them in being advocates. I am a big advocate as well. For this sexual assault is like a big thing for me. It's near and dear, and I think it's near and dear not only because I'm a parent, but I'm a sister, I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, and that just drives it in because this is a lot of these people don't have a voice.
Yeah, and it's so true. And I know there's a sexual assault response place where people can go. Do you have a little bit about that?
Yeah, so like you can go on the website.
I don't have it here, but we will put it on there.
It's
but I
the
think it's
Safe Helpline. And you could just like Google it, you could text it. There is a form that you could fill out.
Right.
And you could do it anonymously, or you can be bold. I want to bold you to say, be bold and put your name down. But just remember, you have to disclose, unfortunately. In this reality, the police is not your friend.
Yeah.
We need to disclose to like military through this website. They will help you. They will guide you through the steps. That's why I'm saying be emboldened. Give your name, give a phone number, give access, or military police.
Right.
And if your assault person is a military police person, use JAG. You could walk into any JAG's office and give a report. Remember, your entire body is evidence.
Right.
Entire body is evidence. So what do we not want to do? Don't take a shower. Don't wash anything off. You go as you are. This assault happened. You go as you are. I know that your instinct is to wash everything away,
Right.
but don't
scrub.
Don't scrub. You're washing away evidence.
Right. And do not go to the police.
Do not go to the police. Whatever you do, please God, do not go to the police, because if you go to the police first, you're not going to get your justice in the military. It's just how it is, unfortunately. And until we change any kind of policies or anything
Right.
like that, this is the step you need to take for
Absolutely. I know when I was reading that, I was surprised too when it said do not go to the police. You need to go directly to the military. Again, we're talking to people that are in the military. A regular civilian, you would go to the police.
You would go to the
But
police,
This is
correct.
military. Definitely do that. And it is the Safe Helpline,
Yes.
correct? And it gives, I was Googling it, there's a lot of information you could find there. It's really important, male or female, it doesn't matter. You're being abused one way or another. You're being threatened at the same time.
Correct. And they could threaten your parent. They could threaten your child. They could threaten your life. But if you don't stand up,
Right.
it's just going to be like your family, your child, your life is wasted.
Exactly.
So we need to empower each other and get,
Right. Right. Yeah, thank you very much, Tricia. This was very good. And I hope everybody has taken this in. Watch it again if you have to. Do research on it. And just take care of yourself. Lean into
We
that.
are here. Lean into your community. Lean into your faith. Lean into whatever you may be believing, or whoever is there to your support system. It
Right.
takes a village, and hey,
Right.
we need to support one another.
Exactly. And they have the victim advocates there. You can report that chain of command, okay? The predator will not be notified at that time. There will be not an official investigation of the crime. Don't be afraid. Go and get the help you need. And we will be putting the helpline. The SAFE helpline is 877-995-5247. If you're unable to call toll-free, it is 202-540-5962, or you can text 55247, and that's within the United States. Outside the U.S., you can text 202-470-5546. And again, we will have this listed on the podcast so you can see that. And Tricia, I just want to thank you for your service, number one, continued service that you do for the community, for the veterans, and bringing this subject up for everybody to see, and thank you for your help and all that. So another thing I would like to tell everybody, if you have an event for veterans or first responders, or maybe you have an idea, like Sandy gave me Tricia's name. She goes, here's a great thing for you to have. So we won't know to do it unless you go ahead, email me, So you can email me at dfederici, and again, we'll have that up for you, dfederici.aft@gmail.com. Check out our Facebook page, America's Freedom Tribute, and our website, americasfreedomtribute.org. And we have our YouTube channel, America's Freedom Tribute, where you would find all these podcasts. So again, this is a very important subject today, and definitely reach out to people. You can email me if you need someone, and I can give you information. I would more than happy to do that for you. And before we sign off, let's remember all of our troops and their families. Keep them safe. Pray for their safe return home. And I want to thank you all for listening. And remember, veterans' voices matter today and every day. Until next time, we'll see you later.